Let us innovate the Republic of Korea's election administration system to achieve national unity. Good day, I am Professor Nam Yong Lee. I also serve as chairperson of the Bukak Forum. The Bukak Forum seeks to guide and enlighten the public for the sustained advancement of sound liberal democracy and a free market economy. Esteemed citizens, today I wish to present a direction for a fundamental overhaul of the Republic of Korea's outdated election administration system. My purpose is not to criticize any particular party or individual, but to diagnose, from an institutional and structural perspective, why our election administration organization has not fully performed its role, and to propose concrete improvements grounded in global standards and the Federal Enterprise Architecture, FEA, of the United States government. In our country, the National Election Commission is a constitutionally independent body that, under the Public Official Election Act and other relevant laws, is mandated to oversee elections and national referendums. In practice, however, the Commission has not secured a level of trust and professional competence commensurate with its constitutional status, and the cause lies not in the failings of a few individuals, but in the institutional structure itself. First, the Commission's members and its secretariat form a heterogeneous structure that prevents the organization from functioning as intended. Members are typically sitting judges or prominent external figures serving part-time, while the Secretariat is composed of career civil servants. The problem is that in election-related litigation, a member who appears as a defendant can, in substance, monopolize investigative, prosecutorial, and adjudicative authority. In such a structure, equitable election litigation becomes fundamentally impossible, meaning that no public office candidate can easily raise an objection. Therefore, the mode of constituting the Commission must shift away from the current practice of judges or outside figures serving concurrently and be redesigned as an open, competitive appointment system akin to that of Secretariat staff. By publicly selecting members who combine expertise with independence, the professional competence and fairness of the election administration body can finally be secured. Second, the numbers and cost structures of both the Secretariat and the members are excessively expansive and wasteful. Nationwide elections in the Republic of Korea, local elections, general elections, and presidential elections combined, occur on average only about 0.6 times per year. In other words, actual election administration work is concentrated in a very limited period each year. Nevertheless, both the central and local commissions, as standing organizations, consume excessive manpower and budget. Furthermore, commissions at various levels manage internal elections of university student governments, various cooperatives, agricultural and fisheries cooperatives, and other private organizations, thereby performing tasks beyond their essential function of administering state elections. They also monitor candidates' every-minute action to an excessive degree, which is wasteful. The Commission must now withdraw from these ancillary election tasks and focus exclusively on its constitutional core function of administering public elections. This is essential for improving organizational efficiency, reducing budgetary waste, and professionalizing administration. Third, the advance voting system should be abolished. Citing the goal of raising turnout, the Commission has separated advance voting from election day voting and allotted 2 or more days for casting ballots. Yet this has produced significant adverse effects on election fairness and integrity. Persistent transparency controversies arise regarding the storage, transport, and surveillance of ballot boxes, and forecasts of results before election day can influence the election itself, creating substantial institutional confusion. Turnout should not be raised merely by convenience. It should be raised by trust and fairness, which is the true path of democracy. It is desirable to adopt a single-day voting system with dual verification through both electronic and paper-based methods as practiced in Taiwan. The advance voting system should now be abolished. Let us now reframe these issues through the architectural lens of FEA. FEA is a framework that integrates an organization's functions, services, performance, technology, and data across 5 pillars: BRM, SRM, PRM, TRM, and DRM. Election administration can likewise be defined as a national service. From the BRM, Business Reference Model perspective, we should classify election administration functions. From the SRM, Service Reference Model perspective, we should standardize procedures and responsibilities. And through the PRM, Performance Reference Model, we should quantify indicators of fairness, transparency, and efficiency. In addition, through the TRM, Technical Reference Model, and DRM, Data Reference Model, we should codify technology and information governance to integrate and manage data related to voting, counting, tabulation, and audit. This architecture-based approach strengthens the professional competence and accountability of the election administration organization while ensuring technical trustworthiness and public verifiability. The concrete reform agenda can be summarized in 5 points. First, a comprehensive redesign of governance is required. Commission members should no longer serve concurrently as judges or external dignitaries. They should be appointed through open competition. A defined proportion of full-time professional members should be installed, and dedicated members by specialty, law, administration, IT, security, and accounting, should be organized to reinforce substantive expertise and responsibility. Second, we must rationalize the Secretariat's staffing structure. Personnel excessively dispersed nationwide should be boldly reduced, and non-core repetitive tasks should be standardized and digitized and then shifted to outsourcing or entrusted services. The organization should be restructured into a compact elite team of experts focused on the core functions of voting, counting, data preservation, and security audits. Third, external oversight and the separation of powers must be institutionalized. The current structure, in which the Commission internally audits itself and executes discipline and dispositions, creates conflicts of interest. Investigative, audit, and cyber forensic functions should be separated into an independent election audit bureau, and external civic watchdogs and the press should be enabled to conduct continuous oversight. Fourth, technology and data governance must be reformed. Software used for electronic counting and tabulation should be subject to source code disclosure, hash-based integrity verification, and periodic external security evaluations. Logs must be maintained for the creation, storage, access, and deletion of all election data, and an open data portal accessible to all citizens should be established. Fifth, performance management and citizen participatory verification procedures should be institutionalized. Polling place counting videos, scanned records, and result verification values should be transparently disclosed, and independent civic monitors, the media, and international observers should be granted access. Transparency indicators should be embedded within the PRM framework, and an annual election administration performance report should be published. Moreover, the powers of the central and local bodies should be rebalanced. The centre should focus on standardization, technical support, and audit, while local bodies should focus on field execution and regional oversight. Redundant organizations should be streamlined, and personnel expenditures substantially reduced to prevent waste of public funds. These institutional improvements may face many obstacles, but urgent innovation is the only path to restoring the nation's trust capital. As a first step, the concurrent service of judges and similar figures should be abolished. A minimum full-time professional member system should be introduced. Such members should be hired through open competition, and the Commission's non-core tasks, such as university presidential elections, should be completely eliminated by explicit amendments to the Public Official Election Act and related laws. As a second step, legal frameworks ensuring technological transparency and data management should be advanced. As a final step, the system should be completed by abolishing advance voting and adopting a single-day voting system, as in Taiwan, thereby ensuring that the people themselves are the true owners of elections. Fellow citizens, fair elections are the lifeblood of democracy. Reforming the election administration system is not a matter of party or regime. It is a national imperative to restore public trust. I am confident that when these reforms are realized, the Republic of Korea's election system will be reborn as a world best practice recognized globally. In closing, let me emphasize that reforming the election administration system must not be a political attack, but an administrative innovation for the benefit of the people. The greatest legacy we must pass on to the next generation is an honest and transparent public election administration system. That is the true beginning of liberal democracy. I believe in our people, who are among the very best in the world. Thank you very much for your attention.